Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing something super cute and fun. Boho knotless braids. These braids have a very relaxed textured look that's perfect for summer or anytime you want a laid back, effortless vibe. I'm going to walk you through the process step by step on how I achieved these braids on myself because it was the first time. It was not easy, but it was fun. So let's get into it. I am starting out by pre-parting, and this is the first time I'm pre-parting on myself. I usually just go in and braid as I go. So I didn't do anything detailed on the parting. I just wanted to show how I started out. But if you'd like to see a detailed video, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I wouldn't mind doing that for you. So with the pre-parting, what I do is I start in the nape and then I go from ear to ear and just make a straight line across until I get to the top of my head. So from the nape until the top of your ears, it will be straight, but then when you get to the top of your ears, automatically starts curving. So all you have to do is follow your head shape. This is basically what I would normally do when I part out my hair while braiding. The only difference is I will section out a large piece and then braid, and then section out another piece and then braid, but this time I'm just like parting out, like sectioning out the whole head before I start. So this is what the top looks like. I did make the parts on the top of my head a little too small, so I'll have to go in and fix that later. These are the curly hair pieces I'll be using on the hair today. I just cut them out an old wig that I was not using anymore. So you can use any type of human hair. You can use any type of synthetic hair. It is all up to you. These are all the products I will be needing. So once I got everything I need, now I'm gonna go ahead and section out the braiding hair. I do comb the braiding hair before I try to separate it. It just makes it easier and you don't get any type of tangling. So I'm just sectioning out small pieces. Try to get them to be like the same size. Some of them I try to make a little smaller, and those are the pieces I'll be using to add some length and thickness to the braid. To start braiding, I grab the red tail comb. Make sure to comb out all of the hair in that first little section just to make sure to avoid tangles. And then I part the bigger section into a smaller part, as you can see there. Then make sure to add some gel. I try not to touch my scalp with the gel at all, but it's all up to preference. You can do that if you'd like. Now I'm gonna go ahead and divide this little piece into 3 little pieces, and then I'm gonna start braiding as normal. And then when I come back on my right side, I'm gonna grab a piece of the braiding hair, add it into pointer and thumb just like I did there, and then continue braiding. And then once I come back on the right side again, I'll add the braiding hair piece into the pointer and thumb once again, and then I'll keep on doing that until I reach the length and thickness I prefer. I did decide to do the regular knotless braids on the back, on the nape of my neck, up to about like almost to the top of my ear, just to make sure that I don't have any curly hair in my nape at all. I just didn't want the fullness, and I also didn't have too much curly hair pieces, so I was not sure if it's gonna be enough for the whole head. So I had to improvise and see how this was gonna work out for me. So the smaller pieces I sectioned out separately is what I'm using here, just to add to the length and thickness. So you just want to add it into your pointer and thumb and then continue braiding. If you didn't get that or understand that, make sure to keep on watching. I did explain that in a little more detail. This is where I use the small pieces I mentioned that I sectioned out earlier. I do use smaller pieces just to add to the length and thickness of the braid. Sometimes I don't even have those pieces, so I will separate it from a normal bigger piece, just like you saw there. And then I'll add it into pointer and thumb, just like you see there. And then I'll continue braiding as usual. Now to knot the ends of your braids, what I do is I grab a little piece, as you can see there, and then I go around my pointer and middle finger, like in between the two fingers, and then pull it through the bottom. So go around pointer, thumb, and middle finger, place it between the two fingers, and then pull it through. Usually just one knot is enough because I am going to curl the ends of the braid. If you do want to see how I curl the ends, make sure to keep on watching and let me know below in the comments if this was helpful. You can use gel to make sure that your parts are as defined as possible. As you can see, I didn't use any gel in my parts, but I still love how clean it looks. Had like an issue with dandruff. I've actually been using the co-wash by SIM and it has been doing so much good for my scalp, like doing wonders. So we are in a better place, I could say, at the moment. So this is me just cutting off the curly pieces from the weft. Like I said, this was old hair that I was using, so I really wanted to try out this style. I was like, why not, let's do this. So I just cut off the hair, remove the shorter pieces at the top, and then just add gel to it, as you can see. And then the gel just makes it easier to separate the pieces. I did do this hairstyle on my sister-in-law before, but then, to be honest, this was a little bit of a struggle when I got into adding the curls to the hair because, like I said, this was my first time. It is the first time on myself, and I still consider myself kind of a beginner braider because I'm still learning. So now I'm going to show you how I add in my curly pieces. Now I'm gonna go ahead and divide this little piece into 3 little pieces, and then I'm gonna start braiding as normal. And then when I come back on my right side, I'm gonna grab a piece of the braiding hair, add it into pointer and thumb, just like I did there, and then continue braiding. And then once I come back on the right side again, I'll add the braiding hair piece into the pointer and thumb once again, and then I'll keep on doing that. If you don't know how to do that, I do have other knotless braid tutorial videos on here, and I will link them in the description and at the end of this video, so make sure to check those out. I've taught myself how to do this just by watching YouTube, so you can do it too. Keep on practicing and make sure to be patient with yourself. To add the curly piece, I do the same thing I've been doing all along. I add the piece into the pointer and thumb, place it onto the top of my head where the claw clip is, just to make sure it doesn't like move while I'm braiding, and then I just braid down as I would usually. I just pull on it just as you see there, just to make sure that it's snug, like it's as tight as possible, that it's not gonna move at all or fall out after I've braided it. So yeah, and then I just add some gel and then just continue braiding. This was a little harder trying to figure out how to do it on myself, because it's easier to do it on someone else's head, but then when you have to do it on your own, it's just different because of the hand placement and all of that. So yeah, it was a little tough figuring out how to the first time around, but the more I kept braiding, the more it became easier to like place the curl into the braid. This is how I separate the pieces from each other before I add them into the braid. If you've been thinking about getting this hairstyle, go ahead and get it. I encourage you to get it because it's a game changer. Like, it's lightweight, it's just pretty. And if you're planning on doing it yourself, even better. Just keep on practicing. It will get easier. If you do struggle, make sure to just keep on trying and don't give up. And you might have to do this a few times in order to get it right, but keep on trying. One thing I almost forgot to mention was that I added a curl to one braid and then skipped one and didn't add any curl to it, and then added it to another one again. So that's why the curls were less also, because I didn't add curls in all the braids. The braids that I did add curls in had about 3 curls in total, and then the 4th curl, which I'm still gonna go do at the end of the braid. So in total, each braid that has curls in it would have about 4 curly pieces. And then I go ahead and use my kitchen scissors, as you can see, to trim off the excess. See, I just go around and trim off the excess as I go. That makes it easier. Then I don't have to wait for the end in order to clean everything up. So I had to continue the next day. I got a little tired and I had to cook since I'm a mom of all boys and they have to eat. So this is the next day, and the top part was the only thing that was left. So I had to fix the top since I made it a little too small. The part's a little too small. I mean, the section's a little too small, so I had to fix that and then go into braiding. But it took me 2 days in total, and then I used 3.5 packs of braiding hair to achieve this whole look. So I had to go back in and fix the top, like I said in the beginning. One thing with this style I will do a little differently next time is I would add a little more curls. This time I didn't really have that many, but I also like to see my braids and the curls at the same time. I don't really want the style to the curls to overpower the braids, but I would just add a little more next time. And now I'm just clipping away all the curly hair pieces before I dip the braids into hot water. And now I just grab the flexi rod, place the braiding hair piece onto the flexi rod, and then I just keep rolling. I roll the braiding hair flat onto the flexi rod until I get to the end of the braiding hair piece, and then I just fold the flexi rod over to lock the braiding hair inside or onto the flexi rod. I was about 22 weeks pregnant doing this hairstyle. I just wanted my hair out of my face, like gone. Like I just didn't want to deal with my hair for a little bit, so I just wanted to try this hairstyle. Now I make sure to dip all the flexi rods into the boiling hot water. You want this water to be boiling hot. Make sure you don't burn yourself because it's really possible. I do put the towel on my shoulder just to make sure that my whole shoulder is covered. Now I'm using a bottle of leave-in conditioner just to wet the hair. This bottle I'm using is not from Cantu. I did put another leave-in conditioner in this bottle, so the brand is not the same as what's inside the bottle. I wet it as much as possible and then go ahead and use my hands and just lift the curly hair pieces to my ears in the palm of my hands just to get that nice curly definition. To keep the boho braids looking fresh, use a satin scarf or bonnet at night to protect them. Moisturize your scalp as needed to keep the braids comfortable, and make sure that your natural hair is moisturized inside the braids. And this is the final product. I'm very happy with how this hairstyle came out, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Click on the video on your screen right now to watch the next one, and I'll see you there.